someone else is making money on your online returns. With merchandise she bought from bulq.com, a new online business that sorts and repackages returned items into boxes and pallets, she listed still new items on her Amazon.com Inc. marketplace. Francisco Vich is one of hundreds of thousands of users of new resale businesses taking advantage of a wave of returned merchandise flowing from e-commerce, about $370 billion worth last year. As overwhelmed people are starting businesses because they now have the ability to buy this inventory, said Howard Rosenberg, Chief Executive Officer of B-Stock Solutions Incorporated, which holds daily online auctions of returned products. What we've done is Bulq and B-Stock are among companies whose business is to help retailers cut out middlemen, mostly huge liquidation companies that historically scooped up returned merchandise for pennies on the dollar and then flipped the goods, sometimes several times, before selling them to discounters such as TJ Maxx. As returns swelled with e-commerce, retailers began searching for ways to cut their losses. While returns to people are buying things on a screen, and that's not the same as in a store where you touch it and feel it, Sire Rada said. In 2018, returns swelled to $370 billion out of $3.7 trillion in industry sales, according to Appriss Retail Research. Tobin Moore, CEO of Optoro Incorporated, which owns bulq.com, recognized a business opportunity. We saw how much, for resellers like Francisco Vich, 56, Bulq offered the chance to buy returned items by the box or pallet, sorted by category and with a list of what each shipment contained. She paid about Buoyed by the success, Francisco Vich expanded her business, which took over her garage, then a spare bedroom and her dining room. I finally learned not to just stuff things in a bag in the closet, she said. Now I have an inventory. Not every box is a gold mine, which is part of the risk of the business. The new outlets benefit retailers by giving them more direct ways to resell their stock at higher prices. Optoro provides it. All this gives aspiring entrepreneurs a way to share in the profits. 10 years ago, Maria Isho discovered the resale world after volunteering to organize a Christmas sale for a school fundraiser. It took days, and the experience inspired her to start her own business, based near Los Angeles. Finding merchandise, they're giving a fair chance to everybody, she said. Whether you're a big, Optoro started its bulq.com business in 2015 as another option for retailers to get as close as possible to the end consumer, Moore said. We asked, what's the fastest way to get this inventory to as many people as possible, said Larissa Summers, Optoros e-commerce and digital marketing chief who leads the Bulq business. The website takes some of the risk out for beginners by selling in smaller lots, charging a fixed fee and providing manifests of the items in each box. The rise of online sources of returned merchandise helped inspire Chuck Popovich to make the leap into starting his own full-time business in 2016 after years selling on eBay as a hobby. In 2017 his home-based business made $300,000 in sales through outlets like Amazon and eBay. This year Popovich has set a goal of $1 million in gross sales. In February, the merchandise is there, there's no doubt about it, the 34-year-old father of two said. I just want to see.
Raindrop, drop top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park pot.